What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I want to go into this conversation because uh, we want to deal with the layers of it. We talk about what makes our spending habits the way that they are, and what drives us in a lot of cases to actually live beyond or spend beyond our financial capabilities, only to, in some cases, look a certain part, only in some cases to present ourselves as being on a particular financial level when in reality we're not. And I want to deal with the psychology of that because it's a certain mindset that many of us are under when we do that. We risk prioritizing the priority expenses in our life. We risk those, in some cases neglect those, in order to wear a certain outfit, to wear a certain pair of shoes. And so when we step out, it gives people the appearance that we're on a level that we absolutely might not be on. So there's a psychology to that. And I know what some of y'all are thinking because I can read your mind. Some of y'all are saying, well, if a person got it, if they got it like that, it ain't nothing wrong with. Okay, that's another conversation. If the person has it like that, if you're a millionaire, if you got plenty of money where you can, and even if you're not a millionaire, I don't want to sound that stupid, but even if you are at points in your life where you have budgeted wisely enough with your money, where you have made it possible for you to splurge here and there, where you can treat yourself to this and that here and there. That still has to be a responsibility and a discipline in place in order for you to do that. That's fine. I'm speaking about when we intentionally spend beyond our means and try to live beyond our means and try to look a part that doesn't reflect who we actually are. Um, and it's basically us falling for the name brand scam. If there's a particular name brand placed on a product and that product is priced based on that name brand, then in our mind, we feel as though that's the value. It costs this much because it's Gucci. It costs this much because it's Louis V. It costs this much because it's whatever. And we get caught up in that when we do the research on the products themselves. In a lot of cases when you do the research on the product themselves, you'll find that the material that's used to manufacture some of these products that have these high prices on them is no different than the material that's used on some of the cheaper products that you wouldn't be caught dead wearing. So you look at manufacturing cost based on retail price, and it's ramped up, it's multiplied big time. It's multiplied big time, and we get so caught up in it that we brag about how much we spent on something. We brag about the name brand. This Gucci, man. What you talking about? Fool, this Louis. We that's the credibility. That's the stamp. Just by calling out these name brands, that validates it in our eyes, and in some cases, it speaks to a low self-esteem that we have because we feel like to adorn ourselves in those name brands gives us value when in reality it's just something you put on and something that you take off. I saw a pair of Balenciaga Triple S tennis shoes um, that was selling for $1,100. Now, I don't knock anybody who's a sneakerhead. I got a lot of homies, that buy tennis shoes, and again, most of my homeboys that are into the tennis shoes and all that, they do it responsibly. They do it within the realm of what their financial um, status allows. And I'm talking about somebody who would pay $1,100 for a pair of tennis shoes that look like they got ran over by a car. Just to be real. And I really think that at this point, the designers of some of these clothes and some of these shoes, I think they are really, really trolling and playing a joke on the people because they make these items so ugly, to me, my opinion. But they pass them off as being unique. They pass them off as being different and a new trend and something that's outside of the box. When in reality, you know, I've said this before and just in conversations, those shoes look like the kind of shoes that you do yard work in. They already look dirty when you buy them. But we buy them, back to the psychological aspect of it, we buy them because of the name that's draped across it. We buy Polo because it's Polo. Ralph Lauren, it's got to be quality. And in some cases they use good quality material, but again, a lot of cases, man, it's just putting stuff together, man. A $250 t-shirt. There are only a few types of material that a t-shirt can be made out of. And it's no different from a t-shirt you might get out the flea market. But that name changes the game. I've purchased, and y'all know me, if y'all know me, and y'all, those who subscribe to my channel, those who listen to my music, those who have seen me, know me personally, those who have seen me over the years on album covers, on videos, it's not too many times that you're going to catch me when I'm not wearing a t-shirt. I just like to be comfortable. But I have spent in situations where it's like, man, I ain't got no shirt for the night. I got to get it. I've stopped in stores and paid $40 for a t-shirt, which is a lot for a t-shirt because I was in an emergency situation. And paying $40 for that t-shirt, I found that those $35, $40 t-shirts, they don't last longer than a good shirt like this. Or a shirt of a lesser price. These kind of shirts tend to last longer. Shout out to my homie Point Blank. Those other expensive, when the material is flimsy, you got to be careful how you wash it. You got to be. It's a scam, man. It's a play on your mentality, and it's a play on our desire to want to feel important through material items. That's not where your value comes. That's not where your importance comes, and that's not where your self-worth comes from. It does not come from what you have on your back or the type of shoes you have on your feet. If you reach a comfortable financial position in your life where you are able to, if you want to use the word, treat yourself to those types of things because you view them as quality, that's fine. But don't be the person who neglects your real bills because you're trying to dress a certain way or have certain things. You want to brag about how much I got on my wrist or how much these pants cost or something along those lines, but you were struggling in your everyday real life. Or you're neglecting your family, you're neglecting your children, you're neglecting the bills. Don't be that person, man. Some of the most wealthy people in the world, if they were not known worldwide, you would never know that they're wealthy because they don't spend a lot of time trying to overblow their visual. And we've suffered so long from the lack of attention that we feel as though we have to do things to bring attention to ourselves in any way possible. So we like to wear flamboyant colors. We like to stand out and pop out. And that's cool, but do it wise. You know how I tell you to drink responsibly, spend responsibly, and think responsibly when it comes to your money. Because there's a thing called depreciation. And a lot of these things we buy, they lose value the second that you walk out the store with it in that bag. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. If there's anything I missed, y'all feel free to let me know. Put it in the comments section. Pass this along to any of y'all friends who might need to hear this message. All right, and I will catch y'all with another one real soon. Peace.